You see the sun in the background there. Let's go back a year. The weather was pretty lousy a year ago, mid-40s, snow and sleet, but Milwaukee was feeling pretty giddy. The Bucks were the best team in the NBA. The Brewers were in spring training, and the city was getting ready to host the Democratic National Convention. We know how all those things turned out. But let's go back a year when we went from feeling bubbly to living in a bubble overnight. Surely this has changed us. There has been a lot to unpack over these last 12 months, and to make sense of it all, we did actually unpack and set up shop in a number of locations across town to see how we have changed. Tell us about your last year in words and photos. The personal stories each one of us has.
I was at a trade show in Vegas.
Told often.
At any rate, I came back with COVID.
Through our own social media timeline.
So this is my team at Breakfast.
And we remember the very week
March 13th, 2020.
that we started to tell a very different story of our lives.
I feel like I posted a lot more like solo photos.
I'm more conscious of social distancing.
Cudahy's Jim Malk was photographing whales in Canada with his daughter before the pandemic began.
I tried to avoid it, and I didn't. I got it.
And seeing the tragic effects of COVID after.
I did very well. But unfortunately, my mother-in-law died. She also got it too.
We had cabin fever.
Germantown's Emily Norton had COVID as well. It didn't bother her so much, but society's new rules did.
I'm also very like a physical person. I love hugs. And to like have that taken away, I just feel like very sad. I don't know.
Indeed, her social media feed from early March 2020 shows her goofing around with a friend. 3 things stick out.
No social distance, no masks, happy.
If it seems that every little thing, from how we gather to how we greet each other, I'm good, thank you, haven't seen you in a while, is forever changed,
I'm optimistic that we will be better for it.
the head of Marquette University's psychology department says even if they are, we'll be fine.
Human beings are resilient. We are resilient. Most people will be just fine if we just kind of get back to normal.
Go to Breakfast.
Milwaukee's Chantrice Cross remembers every detail of her last normal day.
We went to the mall and did like a escape room.
An escape room. Could there be a better metaphor for this past year? But despite all the pain and sacrifice we've seen, Marquette Steve Saunders says we need to be grateful for what has been accomplished.
Look how fast we've come out with so many variations of vaccines. So I think if we take into the future a sense of gratitude, gratitude for friendships, gratitude for freedom, gratitude for being able to see someone's entire face.
John Grolton's pandemic year,
It's been tremendous.
and that's not sarcasm. The time spent with his kids has been priceless, even though some goals needed modifying.
My intention for 2019, or 2020 rather, prior to the pandemic, was embrace.
And in that irony, he saw opportunity.
Anytime we're faced with challenge, it provides us the opportunity to reframe and to become more intentional and in tune with where you want to set your intention.
Great advice to pack as we head into a second year of this pandemic with much more reason to be hopeful. Despite, Mary, the fact that we are, as Dr. Saunders says, resilient, he says it's so important to remember that so many people are struggling, and they will be for a while now. They need a little extra help. They need a little extra attention, and it's incumbent on all of us to provide as much of it as we can.
We can be so focused on getting back to normal that we forget that there are a lot of people who may never get back there and they need a boost. But, you know, hasn't that taught us, if nothing else, we've learned from COVID-19 to be a little bit more empathetic and look out for a neighbor, don't you think?
I absolutely think so, and there are takeaways, and it was really nice to hear somebody who studies the mind say, we're gonna be okay, instead of we're changed forever in a bad way, that we will be all right as we move forward.
Yeah, beautiful piece there. It's just lovely.